What's up, everybody? For those who don't know me and those who do know me, I thought that it was about time to do a channel introduction. I haven't done one of these in a couple of years, and I used to do one at least every year. You know, something new to say, this is what I'm all about on the channel, and this is what I'm doing. And I realized with all the new subscribers I'm gaining, I pretty much don't really have anything on my channel except for just some random video I'll put as my first video. So here it is. This is the 8 years later introduction to the channel. I've gone through so many different phases, so many different thoughts. You know, there was a time when I first started out years ago where I was talking about prepping, getting ready for disasters, and my dried food, and how to get ready for anything that could happen. And I talked about solar flares and the potential for catastrophe. And I went through my conspiracy phase where I would share all my thoughts about what was going on in the world. But honestly, my big conspiracy phase kind of came before I used YouTube, thank goodness. So I kind of got that out of the way. I went through a long period where I was very into like occult knowledge, Manly P. Hall, and then I got accused of being a Luciferian, satanic, and all these other things, and went through this long phase of learning about myself after that, where there was kind of this spiritual phase. I went through a phase of Eastern mysticism, where I was fascinated with, you know, Alan Watts lectures and stuff like that. And through all of this, I've had some subscribers that have been with me the whole time, and you guys are awesome. You know, it's really weird standing in front of a camera this much longer and talking about the same things. You know, my hair is longer, you know, I'm getting older, more gray, but I'm the same person. But I've had so many changes of heart since I first started this channel. So many different ideas that have been presented to me. And so I have no real, you know, in my mind, there's no particular reason why I have this channel other than to discuss things with people on a viewpoint that, you know, in a way that I can't with people in my daily life. I don't have anybody really in my, you know, day-to-day musings and wanderings that I, you know, can just sit and talk forever about some deep philosophical issue. Not that people can't or incapable, it's just that most people don't want to. So, but that's just it, you know, it's not always philosophical or deep. Sometimes I'm just talking about what's going on with society or what's going on in my own neighborhood or just posting pictures of flowers. So don't expect anything really in particular with my channel. It's just my thoughts all the time. The one thing I have learned is that we're all growing together, that everybody wants to be treated equally, that we all want to have the same respect given to us. And often people will attack one another online, and there's a lot of hate, you know, in the comment sections of a lot of videos and a lot of blogs, and really it's just people lashing out because we're all uncomfortable. We're uncomfortable with life, we're uncomfortable with society, we don't know why we're here, what we're supposed to be doing, and even if we think we do, we still face many of the same problems as our neighbors. So the best weapon in my mind against these problems is education, but here's the thing, it's not about knowledge, it's about knowing the people. Because if we just have a vast amount of knowledge, but we can't function in society, and we can't discuss things with one another respectfully, then we've kind of missed the point, in my opinion. So, you know, sometimes it's like we as individuals are called to defend somebody else, or we're called to defend an idea, or something that we believe to be important. And that's what we're seeing reflected in society right now, but to a huge degree. And being part of that means that sometimes we have to speak about uncomfortable subjects in order to have a better future through cooperation of all of us. That means respecting each other's religions, each other's ideas. You know, we don't have to agree with them, but to understand them is better than fighting against something we don't understand. If we expect the worst and we embrace the best, I think that we will all be a lot happier if we really try for something greater, but realize that, you know, once you've embraced the futility of it all, that you know you're going to die, and you can understand that you're going through a life right now, you know, then you have a bigger picture of how to interact with other people that are going through the same things in their lives. So it's about taking it slowly and realizing what really is important, and that's family and friends. And in the case of YouTube and elsewhere, it's making connections to people who have similar interests and similar values. And so that's what I'm here to do, is exchange my ideas, my values with other people in order so we can all have a better kind of understanding of where we stand in this world. So hopefully that is a good enough introduction to where I'm coming from. And thanks for watching. So subscribe, and all that stuff people say. Bye. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.